This is a figure that I'm not all too surprised that they announced, but I wasn't particularly caring for this franchise either. Um, or I should say the movie, Alien Romulus. I have watched the movie a couple of times now, and I did quite like it. I didn't think it was anywhere near their stronger movies in the series, but it's kind of for me in the middle somewhere. Like not the greatest. I still think it's between Alien and Aliens, and not the worst either. I think Alien Resurrection probably is one of the worst Alien movies. I'm one who did like Alien 3, so this was probably somewhere enjoyable, but it had its flaws too. So I'm happy for those who really wanted a Rain and the Xenomorph from Romulus. And if that's all they gave us, then you should be pretty pleased with it. I'm not sure if they'll give you an Andy. I've seen comments online of people wanting to have an Andy, and I think that should be it for this movie. I don't know what other characters people are clamoring for. So this price, 1,690, is around 220 US dollars, and unlike the last video that I uploaded where I talked about the Star Wars TIE fighter that was announced today, this price, although is around the same ballpark as that figure, I believe that this figure is more better value and more bang for your buck than the TIE fighter, even though the TIE fighter is a little bit cheaper. And I'll explain why. First of all, you're getting a human sculpt, whereas with the TIE fighter, it's just a helmet. And with this figure, you're getting a little bit of a better offering. Um, just right off the bat, I think that this pulse rifle is worth the price of emission alone. I think it's one of the coolest alien accessories that you can get with a figure. I like the detail, the weathering effects. And when I watched the movie and I saw the Pulse Rival come on screen, I, it got me a bit excited. It's just a good, what do you call it? A good, uh, you know, like um, it brings you back to what you used to remembering. Yeah, I just lost my thought for a moment. I think these days with Hot Toys figures, they've really stepped up their game with the hair textures and the face sculptures for most of the figures. The seam lines on the joints with this is pretty satisfactory, I would say, because of all the clothing that is covering the joints. I'm one who doesn't want to have so many seam lines like the one with the Red Hulk, but with this one, at least you can hide it. Really like the trainers that she's wearing. Real callback to Ripley's trainers she had in Aliens. And this base is a unique looking base. It's not your standard bases that you get with your usual figures like the Star Wars ones. I think the detail in the clothing is really cool. I did hear one comment saying that this body is a reuse from X-23. That could be the truth. I'm not certain. And on the topic of reuse, I always don't prefer when Hot Toys does that, but it's just the name of the game in the figure creation business, because that's the way that Hot Toys will want to save on cost. As always, if you want anything unique and a custom body, you would always prefer that, but it's not always realistic to expect. We'll go through the photos here of her holding the gun. I like the little, I like the watch detail with the wristband. I think that looks really good. I like the seamless arm here. The This top that she has with the Wayland logo looks very good. I like like I said, the hair detail. It's wishful thinking, but it would be good if they could include another sculpt with another facial expression. Maybe her struggling while she's fighting the xenomorph, which could also represent her firing the gun. But if you're posing a figure like this with an alien, it doesn't look that correct to have her looking so calm like that. But I believe in the future, as our expectations for more realism increases, I think that this could be given to us down the line. Like this, for example, we're pushing the boundaries of figure collecting and the way that we pose our figures. So if we were to have the Rain and Alien Romulus in our collection like this, to further the realism, we may be getting in the future more facial options to express more realistic scenes. Here, like I said, she's just calm with an alien right in front of her. But again, that's wishful thinking. I think the texture, the detail of the skin looks good. Look, there's a little scar on her cheek. Rolling eyeballs as expected. This is a nice accessory, the face hugger. I mean, they have to kind of pad out this figure some way, so they're going to have to give you enough stuff to warrant the price that they're charging. So all in all, I think this is a good announcement. They've made way second tier, third tier characters in the past. So for me, this is not out the blue. This is not coming out of nowhere. I thought with some high degree of probability that they would bring out this figure. And for us in Hong Kong, it will be coming out in Q2 of 2026. That's going to be pretty quick by the time you know it. So again, I'm not going to be collecting alien stuff really, but I think this is a good announcement and I think this is good value. So thank you for watching and please subscribe and like the video and I'll see you next time.